Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Lisa Tanjaya Senori, so I want to present what I before about CA, or we can say it conversational analysis. So, conversational analysis is a way to look closely at how people talk to each other. It's like dissecting to a conversation to understand how it works. So, yeah, research who do conversational analysis study things like how people take turns to speak, the pauses they make, how they correct themselves, and other details of talking to figure out how conversation really works. So it helps us to understand how people use language when they're talking to each other. And yeah, so its definition and what is CA. The next point is the history of conversational analysis or CSO. In this source, analysis is quite interesting actually. So it started in the 1960s and 1970s as a response to the traditional way of studying language. So instead of looking at how language is structured, CA is focuses on how people naturally talk in a real conversation. It pays very close attention to small details like when people take turns to speak and how long they pause between the sentence. So a significant discovery was the way people ordinarily take turns when they talk. So CA has had an impact on many fields, including linguistics and technology. So where it's used to improve things like chatbots, and also voice assistant. So I think CA's history is a move from studying language rules to understanding how people talk in everyday life, and it has influenced various areas of study. The next one is we're gonna talk about the basic principle of conversational analysis. So are the fundamental ideas that help us understand how people talk in real life. So this principle are based on the book by Tenhave in 2007. So the first one is the basic principle is focused on real conversation. So CA looks at how people talk in actual conversation, not rehearsed or scripted dialogues. The second one is turn-taking rules. So there are unwritten rules in conversation that determine when it's your turn to talk and when it's not. The third one is details matter. So CA pays attention to the small stuff like pauses, tone of voice, and even laughter. So because they can reveal a lot about what people mean. So the next one is about transcribing conversation. So researchers transcribe or write down conversation to analyze them better. The next one is about ordinary language use. So CA studies how regular people use language in everyday life, not formal or fancy speech. And the last one is context in key. So understanding the situation or context of a conversational is crucial. So where you are, who you are talking to, and what you're talking about all affect how you speak. So I think this principle help researchers dig deep into how people naturally communicate, which is pretty cool. So alright, that's all what I read before about conversational analysis. Thank you.